Z.A.K RC here. I'm going to do a quick overview of my Rustler Vxl, and this thing is a 3-year-old RC. Got it, I think it was in 2010 or 2011. One of my very first RCs. Very good RC, good starter. My friend's got one, and my brother's friend has a Stampede, which is pretty much just like it, and the slash two-wheel drive is pretty much exactly like it, just the chassis and the body are different, and the bumpers, and the tires. But basically, this is my Rustler. And this is my second ever body I ever painted and styled for it. And then this is my very first body ever on this Rustler. It's the stock body, I just unpainted it, and it turned out bad. But what happened was I put paint remover in there, was the correct paint remover, then I took a wire brush to it, and it must have got inside the Lexan and cracked it and stuff, but it sucks. Then I did this paint here, drips for night runs with lights, for just to make it look cool, but I don't know if you guys would think it looks cool. I just think it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's my first body. And this is my second body. This one was given to me for free, but I just got to paint it up for my older brother, and yeah. This thing, what I did to stabilize it for 2 years that I had it was I put duct tape in there, which was a long time ago, and then I kept replacing it. This is like my third layer already. And yeah, what I'd recommend is not gluing it like I did in the back for the body mount. I just put body washers back there to preserve your body, and I put shoe glue and book tape or drywall tape. But yeah, if I was going to shoe glue, I'd shoe it all over the back and the wheel well areas, because that's where it's going to snap. And that's where mine snapped. And the whole back half of my other Rustler body snapped in the front and cracks. I just lather it in shoe glue and drywall tape and book tape or whatever. And yeah, that's my remote. This is my Fly Sky FSGT3B. Great remote, runs all my RCs, my Slash, my Micro SCT, my Rustler, my SC10, and my E-Revo. Awesome remote. Then my battery I run, which is what I run with everything now, because I don't have enough money to buy another couple of batteries until like a couple more days, and I'll get a ton of money and I could spend it on stuff. But yeah, this is my Venom 5000 mAh 30C battery, and it's a 2S battery. It's a great battery. I run it on all my 10 scale trucks. Great battery. Can't go wrong with this battery. Now it's time to see what I did with my Rustler. And if you guys are wondering, because you just probably noticed when I held the camera up to my Rustler, the front, I don't have a bumper or a skid plate. Basically, what happened was, like a year ago, I was driving out in the spring, actually the fall, and I hit a tree on a leaf track that me and my brother made when, yeah, and my bumper broke when I landed a jump. It was in the soggy dirt and grass and whatnot, and it shouldn't have broke, but it just did. And yeah, and then about a second bumper that broke way quicker than the other one, which I just think it was my fault, because I was jumping it and I ran into a tree really hard, and yeah, it broke. It was at high speed too, but you know. And then what I did was I did something that maybe another YouTuber did, I think. Yeah, most likely. And this YouTuber drilled 2 holes in his bumper, and then he stuck it onto the bottom of his bulkhead here, like the stock, like it would go. It was just a little shorter. It was still working, and I did that. But the problem is my bulkhead screw right here stripped out, and that's why I have a screw and a nut, and it's really loose. It's not the correct screw. So yeah, and this thing is just caked with upgrades. This thing is going to get the big bore shocks very soon. It's gonna be big bore all the way around. Most likely gonna get different shock springs, possibly better consistency and whatnot. I'm probably gonna get a better ESC, probably gonna get 3S. This is all probably, so might not happen. Getting a better servo, probably. New tires all around except the front, because they still got some bite on them. The rear mainly, I need new tires and I need new wheels. As you can see, my tires are coming off the wheel, and I had to glue it like that, and it's just sucky. So yeah, and I'm running a Team Associated SC700, I think it is, I don't know, ESC brushless. So, and this was the soldering connector extension cord that I made from my soldering video. It works awesome, and like I said, you have to insulate it, and I did insulate with duct tape, which is also fine, but I don't want to talk about that now. I want to talk about my Rustler. I did the on and off switch mod, which you've seen from my Multi Micro SCT video. It works with any ESC, like the on and off switch, and I lost this once from a wreck. It was sticking out and I snapped it off, but this will not come off. And I am running Gladiators in the back that were free, and then I got some free low C tires up front. Kind of suck. And I'm running RPN arms in the front, fans in their back, and I'm running my Slash 4x4 shock springs in the rear, and then I'm running my Hot Racing black shock springs in the front. And yes, my shock shafts suck, and that's ICL oil everywhere basically. And I just put some thick grease in there, and it works pretty decently, but big bore shocks are coming, like I said, and then it will not leak. And then for my steering blocks, I don't know if that's what it's called, but I'm using the Hot Racing ones. They're pretty good. And then I also got some free turnbuckles and tow rods and whatnot from my older brother, which is friends with my uncle, obviously, who gave me the Slash 4x4. They just really helped me out in the RC world. And my motor, I'm running the motor for my Slash 4x4, which doesn't really matter, they're all the same. So, Millennium motor, can't go wrong with that for high speeds and any terrain. Custom wheelie bar, kinda sucks, but it's custom. It's better than buying the Trax one because it'll just snap. As you see, there's an RPM A arm right there. And I broke the other one in the spring, the fall too, with the RPM bumper. Just sucked, just broke. Then as also you're probably looking at this. This is my steel drive shaft yoke. I broke the regular one this summer, and I just got this, and it's lasted me all summer. Great upgrade to get. $20 is worth it. My hobby shop was out of stock. The plastic one sells. It's like, screw it. Throw the money at something. It'll never break again. That's what I always do with the RC parts that are plastic. Just throw money at the aluminum ones. Get the aluminum ones. Just get them. It will not. The plastic ones will just keep breaking, especially the Traxxas ones. And yeah, these things always broke on me from the torque from the motor. And yes, I could have loosened my slipper clutch to stop it from happening, but I wanted the speed and power, and these helped. And then I have an RPM shock tower in the rear. I have a new transmission case, which you guys just think is, which you guys are probably wondering, it's all old and it's all wrecked. As you can see, that screw here is just, this screw hole is just rotted out. Yes, this Rustler is 2-3 years old if you consider it, and I had this transmission case for about 2 years. And I replaced it from the first one right away because it sucked. So, yeah. My gearing I'm running, which I run totally different gearing at any given time because this thing's fast no matter what gear you put it on. 23 tooth pinion. Sometimes I run 19 depending on the temperature. And then I run 86 tooth spur, which I might be running 90 tooth soon for the temperature. I'll be running an 83 tooth for temperature, and then for the summer I'd run a 90 tooth. And yeah, for my servo I'm running whoops, knocked our remote over. I'm running my Traxxas 2056 servo, and it's not working very well right now. I have to rebuild the bell cranks because it won't steer the right way. And that's basically it. Oh wait, I forgot. I have the aluminum rear caster blocks and the aluminum rear hex hubs. You can't see them because they're hex hubs, but they're aluminum and they're in there. And you have to get those if you have a Trax vehicle or any of them with a plastic one, because you'll just waste a lot of money on rims. And yeah, that's basically it by Rustler. Watch my other overview videos, my other RCs to learn more. See ya.